Hi guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about feelings. I have some emotions that I need to get out. I have some thoughts rattling around in my brain which I just need to put out there. I actually tried recording this on my phone. I ended up recording it upside down. Oops. Totally could use the footage, but there was a lot of just me being silent and wiping the snot from my nose. So instead, I'm going to talk about everything I talked about there and be a little bit more composed. Not that we should hide our feelings and not cry, because I am a strong believer in letting out negativity through crying. But I just need to do this again. I need to reorganize my thoughts in a way that I can follow and comprehend, and you can hopefully follow and comprehend along with me. The main thing I want to talk about here today is just my fear of going back to school. I think I'm still a little bit upset at myself at how my undergraduate degree went. As you've probably seen before on this channel, I did graduate with a 2.6 GPA. Not a good GPA. I was very disappointed with myself looking at that number. I'm really scared. I'm scared that I'm going to do the same thing all over again. My main fear is that I'm going to screw everything up. I've gotten this opportunity to go to medical school and pursue the career that I've always wanted to pursue, and I'm scared I'm going to mess it up. I'm scared I'm going to put too much pressure on myself and too many expectations on myself and then crumble under those expectations, which is what happened last time. I'm scared of that. I've been trying really hard not to think about my grades and what I want them to be or what I would like them to be or what would be ideal and for which type of specialty. I'm trying really hard not to think about what research I want to pursue, if I want to pursue research, things like that. I'm trying really, really, really hard not to think about all of these things, because really what I want to do is just enjoy the experience. I want to enjoy learning how to be a doctor. I want to enjoy learning science. I want to enjoy learning about the human body, all the things that can go wrong with it and all the things we can do to fix it and all the things we don't know. I want to enjoy. I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can. And so I'm doing a very good job, I think, of not thinking about my fears and not thinking about my worries. But it got to a point today where I couldn't do anything. I was painting earlier and I couldn't stop thinking that something felt wrong, and then I tried to watch some Grey's Anatomy to make myself feel better, and I was just getting frustrated at sitting down and watching episode after episode. So I just want to talk it out. I want to let it all out and put it all out there and watch this back later and be like, girl, you're okay. You'll be fine. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about my big worry, which is, like I said, screwing up medical school like I did my undergrad. I don't want to get a 2.6 GPA again. Matter of fact, I don't want to do this again. I did it to myself before, and I will not do it again to myself. And I know that that's wrong. That might be the wrong approach to take, where I'm putting too much pressure on myself. But I don't want this. I just don't want to get a 2.6 GPA again. I want to do really well, because this is the exact thing that I dreamed about learning and dreamed about doing. I wanted to go to medical school for years. Since I was like 15, I wanted to go to medical school. And so we're here. We made it. I'm going to medical school. I am starting my journey as a doctor, and I want it to go well. I don't want my GPA to be crap like it was before. I want to get good grades. I want to prove to myself that I can do it. And I know in the beginning it's supposed to be hard, so I really need to adjust my expectations. I'm not going to get 90s right off the bat. I might not even get 80s right off, or 70s right off the bat. It is going to be a process, and that's something that I really need to accept. I will learn as I go along. And one thing that someone called me out on recently is that getting a good grade doesn't define me or make me a bad person, but in my head, getting a bad grade does. If I get a bad grade, I feel like I failed myself, I failed the people around me, I failed the people who are teaching me. I feel like I failed. I feel like a failure when I get a bad grade. And that's way too much pressure that I'm putting on myself. That's not fair to me. That's not... Forget everyone else. That's not fair to me. I shouldn't be doing that. And I get that. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand the theory. I get the theory behind it. But oh my god, it's so hard to put into practice. But in reality, the truth of the matter is I am the whole person. I am the whole picture. Yeah. Worry number one. I'm also just worried about my mental health. I took it too far in undergrad with the studying, so much so that it was drowning me and put me in a really dark place, because all I would do was study in my room. I would wake up at 5, go to bed at 10, just study, go to class, come back, study. There was nothing else to it. My life was based around productivity, and I don't want to do that again. I believe in more than productivity now. I believe in spending time with my roommates. I believe in who are right now my family. I believe in spending time with my friends, going out for a movie or a beer, or, you know, just a walk in a park, just spending quality time with either myself or someone else, and not worrying about the fact that I have so many things to get done. Because you will always have things that you need to get done, Pallavi. You will always have things to do. And this is medical school, so that's going to be even harder, but the truth of the matter is that I need to figure out a way to balance my schoolwork and my life. And I need to make sure that I don't start identifying myself with my schoolwork, which is a big issue for me. I find great pride in my efforts, less so my... So I don't feel proud when someone tells me that, oh my gosh, you have such great talent, when it comes to things that I don't have to work for. For example, photography. I don't think I'm a great photographer by any means. Not at all. There are so many better photographers than me, but I have been doing it for a while, so there are some things that I've just learned over the time. And so I can take a decent looking picture now. And so when people say, wow, you are so good, at photography, I really like your pictures, which has been said to me before, I don't feel pride and joy in that, because I don't feel like I've worked for it. But if someone says that, you know, your painting is really good, or, you know, your writing is really good, then I feel pride. I feel a sense of accomplishment, because I worked towards making my writing really good. I've worked towards making my paintings not really good, but like better, you know? I don't feel pride in things that I can do without the effort. And I forgot my point in all of this. No, I lost it. I don't know what my point was. Anyway, oh my god, what was my point? Oopsie. I'm just gonna go back and watch this because I have no idea what I just said. Figured out the lighting, and I also figured out that I pride myself on my productivity. I pride myself on the amount of work that I do, and I associate that with my identity, when in reality I am much more than how much work I'm getting done and how efficient I'm being as a person. And it is not a healthy and sustainable way of looking at productivity or health or life in general. It's not all about productivity. I've learned this now. I know this now. You know this now. I'm talking to myself here, but you know, whatever. Basically what I'm saying is, this is a fear that I have, associating my productivity with my self-worth, when in reality they're not the same. They're not even the same book. They're like, it's not like comparing apples and oranges. It's like comparing a tree and a car. They're two very different things. So this isn't something I should be concerned about. I know my triggers now. I understand my feelings now. I can tell when I'm getting anxious, which is what I realized I was doing today. I realized I was feeling anxiety, sat down, talked about it, cried it out, felt better. Like, I can have this conversation with the camera now, with you guys now, and not cry about it. And I think that means that I've just gotten it out of my system. So I'm gonna be okay. I am gonna be okay. I understand myself better now. And I also know, which I didn't know before, I understand how to learn. This was a thing that I really struggled with because I've gotten straight A's throughout grade school, like from kindergarten up to grade 12, where I didn't need to study really. I sat in class and I listened and I was able to understand all the concepts, and that's different in university. It's different in med school, obviously. You're gonna have to memorize a lot more. You're gonna have to understand more complex concepts, which I'm not gonna get right off the bat. I'm not gonna get in one lesson. But I know how to learn now. I know that I can use other resources, and I also know that if I come back to it multiple times, it will be easier every single time. This isn't something I realized before. Before, I put a lot of pressure on myself to get something the first time around, and this is not gonna happen again. So I've learned, I've grown, and all these fears that I have are still valid. They're still fears. I will continue to have them, and I'll continue to worry about things like this, but I think the fact that I worry is a good thing, because it means that I'm keeping aware. I'm keeping myself aware and making sure I don't fall into the same traps that I did before. I'm going to make sure that I spend time not just studying, but also taking a walk, exercising, watching a movie, spending time with friends and family. And that's something that I know now. That's something that I have learned and can apply. I have a lot of worries, yes. And this is me telling myself that my worries are valid. My feelings are valid. My anxiety is valid, and that's okay. That's all okay. But it will also be good. I am really excited though. I am excited to learn about science again. I've been away from science for a year and it's been like killing me. I can't wait to learn again. I can't wait to be around people who are excited about learning as well, and really dive in and throw myself into the process of becoming a doctor. I'm very, very excited that I get to say that I can throw myself into the process of becoming a doctor. That is something that I've been wanting to say for so many years, and I've gotten to a point where it's here, like it's happening. This is me enjoying it. This is me feeling good about my fears, feeling good about my anxiety, feeling good also about the fact that I'm all just excited to learn, and I'm feeling good about my next steps. This was a good talk. Thank you very much for listening. I'm really excited for my video that I'm trying to put out next week. I'm trying out vlogging. It's really hard. I don't know what it is about vlogging. I get like weird about it, but I'm working on it. I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully I have the video out for you guys next week, but we will see. Anyway, thanks for coming here. Thanks for sitting down and listening to me ramble for however long this video is, and I hope you come back for more rambles next week. Alright, bye guys.